In weight training, we often use the terms beginner, intermediate, and advanced to describe a person's training age. It is vital that we know what category our client falls into, as the exercise prescription for each group differs. The Institute of Fitness likes to classify training ages as this. A beginner is someone who has had 0 to about 6 months of experience and is likely to experience great neurological development. An intermediate person is someone who has had about 6 to 24 months of experience and is capable of performing a range of free weight exercises that demand good control and stability. An advanced person is someone who has had 4 or more years of experience with the ability to perform complex exercises such as Olympic lifts, for example, overhead squats, snatch, and cleans. Both beginner and intermediate clients are lucky in the sense that they have a huge capacity to improve from any form of overload, whereas for an advanced person, it is harder to see or get improvements due to the law of diminishing returns. This law states that the more trained one is, the lower the rate of improvement or training effects over time. Top professional athletes are a great example of this. Their level of training is well above and beyond what most people can cope with, yet they are doing a vast amount of training to get just a minuscule improvement. Whilst this seems hardly worth it, having a 100th second improvement may mean the difference between gold and silver at the Olympics. The law of diminishing returns also explains why it is hard to drop those last few kilos or the last few % of body fat at the end of a weight loss regime. In the initial few months of training, a beginner will experience many gains. They will experience a big change in neurological development so that they will start to learn new skills, will move better, start to feel stronger, and will generally be motivated. After a few months, they will start to see changes in their body. They will gain more muscularity, decrease some body fat, and again are motivated by their successes. As time progresses, the results start to slow, and clients can even experience a plateau. Normally at this point, clients will either drop out of training altogether or will train harder with less recovery in order to combat the plateau. However, as you now know, training harder at this point is actually counterproductive and will only lead to overtraining and injuries. It is vital then that in order to avoid the trap of training plateaus and overtraining, programs are changed on a regular basis in order to ensure continuous progression of results. For beginners, it is advised that their programs are changed every 6 to 12 weeks. 6 to 12 weeks is quite conservative. However, when dealing with a beginner, it is best to be cautious initially. For an intermediate person, changing their program every 3 to 6 weeks is ideal, and an advanced person will benefit from program changes every 1 to 3 weeks. Typically speaking, the more advanced one is, the more often the stimulus needs to change in order for supercompensation to occur.